So a bit of a trend at the moment has been women wanting to build bigger and stronger glutes. So that is something I've been helping a lot of my clients with and incorporating into my own training. My name's Emma and I've been coaching for roughly 5 years, and I have 3 main exercises that I really enjoy to help build bigger, stronger glutes, and I'm going to show you in the gym now. Okay, so the first exercise that I think is great for developing your glutes is the RDL, and you could do this with a barbell or dumbbells, but I prefer to do it with a bar currently. This is something that I'm trying to progress, and you can go quite a bit heavier with these. The reason I enjoy these is because they are a brilliant exercise to target the entire posterior chain, so the whole back side of your body, so including your hamstrings and your glutes. And the reason they're great is because there's not many exercises that you actually do in that stretched position. So this is really going to target that. And I've noticed a massive difference since incorporating these, so give them a go. Okay, so there are a few things to think about when you are executing an RDL. The first thing to think about is that this is a hinge movement, so you essentially want to be sending your hips back towards the back wall, keeping your knees nice and relaxed and almost sending your bum backwards, okay? So keeping your back, your neck and your head all in line, and all of your torso should be moving together at the same time. Feeling a stretch in the back of your hamstrings and deep into your glutes as well before coming up all the way back up to standing. So the second exercise that I think is brilliant for glute growth is a rear foot elevated split squat, and I like to set these up in the squat rack because you can set what level you want your rear foot to be depending on your height, and it's much more comfortable to rest your foot by the ankle rather than on a box or a step. I personally think these are brilliant for targeting your glutes, especially if you lean your body slightly forward, send your hips back, and you really feel your glute pushing you back from the bottom of the movement. These are really challenging, so if you do find these difficult, you could always try a single leg press, as these are a little bit more stable and a little bit more beginner friendly. Okay, so to set these up, you want to make sure that the safety bar is roughly the height that's just below your knee height. And then you want to make sure that you're stepping forward far enough so that you can feel these in your glutes and your knee isn't going too far over that front toe. Otherwise, we're going to be feeling it a lot more in the front of our legs or our quads. So getting this set up nicely, so your hips are nice and square, your foot is far enough away from you, and then simply you just want to bend down and pick up your dumbbells. They should be placed just by your feet, and then standing up nice and steadily, and then we go into your split squat. You want to make sure that you're setting your hips back slightly so that you can really feel it in that glute. So yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of trial and error to make sure that you're in the right position, but you obviously want to make sure that you're swapping over and doing the same amount of reps on the other side as well. Okay, so the third exercise that I think is great for developing your glutes is a hip thrust variation. So you could do these with a barbell against a box, but today I'm going to be doing it on the Smith machine. Personally, I find these really effective and really easy to set up, especially if you're in a hurry or you just don't want to spend ages setting up a barbell against a box. This is really effective because it's going to keep the tension in your glutes the entire time. So there's a couple of teaching points with this. So this is basically a posterior pelvic tilt that you're going to be doing. So sending your pelvis backwards and then realigning to work your glute. So it's another hinge movement similar to the RDL that we did at the start. So with this one, you want to make sure that your bench is set up just below your shoulder blade. So you're just resting your top of your back against the bench or the box that you're using, and then making sure that the bar is sitting comfortably on your hips there. You want your feet to be about 90-degree angle with your legs. If they're too close or too far away, you're not going to be feeling it in your glutes as much as you would like to. So if you're trying to grow your glutes, try incorporating these 3 exercises into your training and let me know how you get on. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments or feel free to drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram.